In this video I will show you how I expanded my home solar energy system from 3.8 to 7 kWh peak without replacing my 3.6 kW inverter. I will also introduce a bonus tip on a little known way of connecting inverters together. First, you need some context. I had two strings pointing east and west. To make matters worse, the west string was covered in permanent shadow from a nearby taller building for 3 months of the year and partial shadow for another 4 months. The only way forward for me was to increase the solar panel's capacity. I wanted to offset the negative conditions during the winter, so I decided to build a gazebo and put 8 solar panels facing east, thus nearly doubling my system's capacity. But there was a problem. How do I connect all these strings? A parallel connection with an existing string was out of the question. The size of the strings was also a challenge. My remaining options were replacing the Sunsynk Echo 3.6 with a larger inverter or adding a new one. I went down the new inverter route. From here, it was another fork in the road. Should I go with microinverters, another hybrid inverter perhaps, or a string inverter? A substantial constraint in my decision process was the budget. My favorite solution would have been to upgrade to a new hybrid inverter with enough capacity and MPPTs to handle all panels. But this made little sense financially. I disqualified microinverters quickly as I did not see a strong case for the benefits. The gazebo is near my existing inverter, and buying microinverters for 8 panels from a reputable manufacturer would still cost nearly as much as a new hybrid inverter. On the other hand, a new string inverter offered the right balance of capabilities and price to match my project. I decided to buy a new string inverter and connect my west-facing string to it. The string inverter is a 2 kW Growatt. Let's summarize up to here. I've got 2 inverters and 3 strings. The Sunsynk 3.6 kW hybrid inverter is connected to 2 strings of 8 panels and 5 panels respectively. The Growatt inverter is connected to a string of 4 panels. How did I connect the 2 inverters, and why do I think this option may be for you too? It's time for the bonus tip. But first, if you've been watching this far, thank you. Consider subscribing to the channel to encourage future videos on similar topics. I use the generator port on the Sunsynk inverter. This port can take the AC output from a string inverter or microinverter by design. The Sunsynk inverter even has a dedicated section in the menu for configuring this specific connection. I chose this option because I can utilize all my panels on winter days. In those short and gloomy days, I want to put every watt of sun energy into the batteries, and thanks to the clever and versatile Sunsynk inverter, I can do that at a fraction of the cost of upgrading to a larger hybrid inverter. Yet another added benefit. Sunsynk circuits are designed so that the string inverter is effectively connected in parallel to the Sunsynk, meaning on sunny days my peak solar energy supply to the house can go up as high as 3.6 plus 2 kilowatts. To clarify for viewers in the UK, I had to upgrade from G98 DNO to a G99. I described this process at greater detail in my article on the subject at solarenergyconcepts.co.uk. I hope this video has been informative. Thank you for watching.